Okay, everybody. So I want to talk to you a little bit about my work because a lot of you are used to knowing me already as an energy healer or a yoga teacher or a yamana teacher or a reflexologist or a Thai massage therapist or a Thierry instructor. The list goes on, or an access consciousness facilitator or bars instructor or body process person. And so my work has changed a little bit. Many of you know, not all of you actually, probably you might have wondered where I went, that I took a year off. I went in hibernation in Guam for a year with my husband who was working and my daughter. And I spent the year focusing on consciousness training. So everything that I've done has really been about change. Change in your life, change in your body, change in your energy, change in your business, your relationships, whatever it is, making you just feel good. And the honest to God truth is a lot of this is about consciousness. There is no true transformation without awareness. Awareness, consciousness, I use them interchangeably. And we're at a point in our world where whether or not you believe the 100th monkey science study, it doesn't really matter because it operates on the idea of critical mass. So that's actually a nuclear energy concept, that there's a critical mass of atoms splitting. So let's call that people gaining consciousness, that after which it all moves very fast. So you get that big bang and the nuclear explosion. But what if we had that in consciousness? And I do believe this is coming now. We are seeing it, and they did talk about it actually in the 2016 election, how many women got voted into Congress, and that even some of the parts of the government were saying that there's a number of women in Congress that will create a critical mass for change. Perhaps that's what we're seeing now, and we're calling it something else. But it doesn't matter. For as far as I am concerned, I'm looking at critical mass of change of consciousness. What if you were the 100th monkey? What if you were that person that once you became more conscious from other people around you, exposing you to things, that then it took off in this world? And I'm really committed to the consciousness change in our world because we're probably sunk without it. And many of us have children or nieces or nephews or just teachers who care about children or people who care about the world. And we want to leave something to the future that is worth having. So I have created my business anew. It's the same stuff. Of course, it adds more of the consciousness training that maybe any of you even knew that I did. And I will weave everything together. So whether I'm doing classes in Yamana, as some of you know, now I always put Thierry at the end, and I add consciousness in it, or whether you're coming to see me for a particular modality, most of you who do that know that it oftentimes, almost always, goes somewhere else. So someone might come because they have a bunion problem, and the next thing they know, they're working on some other part of their body, or they're actually wanting to have a conversation with me about reflexology or consciousness. So it's like that in my business. And the new way that I'm offering things is really about putting out there options for you to go deeper with real change. So know that when you look at my site, because I want you to commit to you. And committing to you, actually committing to myself, let's put it back on me. I made a real commitment to myself in the last year that I would take something I hadn't offered hardly any of you guys much further. And I did it in our own life. And I did it pretty deeply in our own life, such that there's somebody who founded one of the things that I study who asked me to create a program for relationships, because I'm in a 30-year long-standing, very good relationship, tested many times over the years, because we just have a way of working with each other that gives each other a lot of space for change. And having a child has allowed us to actually not do that and fit into what the mold is for families, and not really like what this reality offers. And it's all a choice. It's all a choice whether we buy into any of this stuff, because you can be you no matter what. You'll still be here. It might be a lot happier. So whether you have something that you want to work on in your body, something that you want to work on in your consciousness, whether you want to work on your relationship, your family, your business, something that you're creating, like a book, a song, a new concept, all of these tools really work. And I come from families that have had large contributions in the world in the form of my dad developing the satellite in the United States, my mom focusing a lot, one of the reasons we have a lot of information about breast cancer now, and there's others too, but those two are very influential in my life as far as really learning what it takes to step out of the box. So even if some of them are in the box most of the time, but what they created was not from the box at all. So I ask you to look at my site, to enjoy what's there and see what ask yourself, what is this offering that maybe I'm not even seeing that would change my life, my living, my body, my relationships, everything about me and my existence in the world for the better. And then come have a conversation with me. Have the conversation that you would like to have with any of those things that you want to change. You can join me in a class. You can join me in an online class, an in-person class. You can come and go deeper and explore with me. I have 2, 3, 4, 5-day intensives that you can do with me. You can come and just have a one-off private, or private over, a few months or 6 months, okay? Well, I really am committed to this, and I hope to be seeing a lot of you guys and having us really catapult change in this world so that we can contribute more than you could ever imagine to transform this world and our own lives into something that is unimaginable joy and a great legacy to leave the future. Okay, have a nice day.